Hi guys, Nina Northern Sweden here, and today we have February the 24th, and I'm going to try and do this really quick because I'm low on battery and I already done this 3 times, but it keeps getting too long. So now I'm going to just focus on this. February 24th, getting rid of 24 items, and happy birthday Matthias. And yeah, let's start. Let's do some counting here. So here we have four Dean R. Koontz books. Today it's just Dean Koontz on the books, but back then it was Dean R. Koontz. So anyway, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, oops, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and I miscounted because I have gotten 24 every time and now I get 25. Okay, so let's see how far the battery will take us today. My legs are asleep because I've been sitting on them for like, I don't know how long. The tangles are real, guys. So all the magazines, you know, that I've been decluttering for like several days on and off. Here are the catalogs. These are not the magazines, but the catalogs. And they are pretty cool. They have some pretty awesome stuff in here. But the catalogs are pretty old. And I mean, old catalogs, seriously? And it had my old address on the back too. So this one's 2010, 2011, 2010, 2010, 2009. I mean, these are old catalogs. They're still cool, but they're old. So they are leaving today, probably in the recycling bin because it's shiny paper. So this is a book about picking the right mushrooms, so it's like you don't get poison and stuff. I never got a hang of mushrooms, so let's send that to someone that actually uses it. Here we have a book about Antarctica, and it has some pretty awesome pictures in it. Let's see, where's my favorite? Oh, here, check this out. Some pretty awesome pictures in here. I actually used some of the nature pictures when I was dabbling with watercolors, like to get the right color shades. I sucked at it, in case anyone wondered. It's a CD audiobook. It's a CD and it's not even been opened, and it's a short novel. Here we have a book about eating healthy. It's from 1980. I already checked it out because I did this flip through like several times already. Here's a book about acts of confession by a Swedish historian named Herman Lindqvist. Herman Lindqvist also made some TV shows about historic people. And acts of confession was like that era's kind of rock star. He was like... he was good looking, he was rich, he was famous, he knew all the right people. He had a love affair apparently with the French queen, and he was trying to get them out of France during the French Revolution. He met Voltaire, he met Beethoven, he met Napoleon. He was like, you know, he was a big deal back then. So yeah, this is a book about him, and as you can see, it's well read. But it's time it moves on because I haven't read it in a while and I don't feel the urge to read it. So it's one of the things that I will clean out. So, and some random, you know, just novels and stuff like that. I was thinking, however, of keeping, where did I put it? This one, due to the cover, because this is a pretty good book to use for journaling. But then I had a look around and I realized I have tons of these, guys. I have tons of books like that. So, I mean, So I did some dishes yesterday. As you can see, it's almost completely clean. I still have that pot back in the corner there, but it's a cast iron pot and it needs to get some serious work done on it first before I can finish it. This is almost clean. I still have, big pots left to deal with. I will get to that today. Oops, I had fires going out, sorry. There, need that for hot water. So anyway, apart from doing dishes and doing some schoolwork and doing some studying about export and import, and that's a whole other cup of tea. That's jungle out there, guys. I also did some coffee staining yesterday, and I haven't done that in quite some time. Usually I don't do this many at a time, but I had so many great ideas of watching YouTube, and I have so many ideas. I just felt like, let's do it, And since I haven't done like this many before, I was like more and more, experimenting. I was putting them on top of each other like layers, and I was just experimenting about ways to make them dry faster. And I did, you can sort of see on this one. Here you can see it better. I had a little happy accident because that one I had fire in because I needed a lot of hot water, so it was burning. And I have you can cook food there if you have full speed on the fire. If you I'm so tired, I can't find words. I've been up since 4 a.m. I'm really tired. So this grid, I try to put papers on top of this grid, and for the coffee not to drip on the under there and there and burn, so I put this tinfoil underneath. So anyway, the first batch that I did put just a big pile, like just put them together in a big pile and put it on. And when I was turning it over, I realized, hey, we got lines. I can use that. So I did, and this one was also on the first batch. That's why it's wonky. So I decided to use that. So I tried to put the papers, because these are going to be folded when I make the notebooks and journals and stuff. This is going to be folded, so these will be, the lines will be this way. So I tried to put them as straight as I could on the grid. And since the grid was hot, the metal was hot, it dried the paper quicker there, so the coffee was sort of pulled there, and so you got more intense coffee. That's how you get the lines. That was pretty awesome. But of course, as the impatient person I am, I kept moving papers around. I already threw away several papers that, because something that everyone knows, and I know it too, I just can't leave things alone. Wet paper are fragile. Wet papers are fragile. Don't move them around when they're wet. I don't know why I kept doing it. I ripped so many papers yesterday. So what I do, I don't want to waste coffee and just make coffee just for staining or for painting papers, or to stain fabric, or whatever you need to stain. It can be book covers, it can be pictures, it can be anything that you want to stain with coffee. So I make coffee in one of these pots. One of these. That's how I make my coffee. And the bottom part, it's always like a bit sludgy. You always get a bit of coffee in it and coffee grinds in it and stuff. So I have, it's in the dishes now, but this little jar that I just put the last bit that I don't drink from the pot into there and keep it in the fridge. And when the jar is filled, I can just do a whole bunch of paper. So that jar full actually gave all these papers, plus I think it was 4 papers that I've already thrown away because I ripped it during the process because I can't leave things alone. I'm too impatient. I kept moving everything around. So yeah. So these are gonna be journal pages, or maybe notebooks. I'm not quite sure, but yet I have so many ideas in my head. It's no wonder I'm stressed and stuff. And when you can't really act on your ideas right away, I find them stressful, actually. I mean, I love crafting, I love bubbling ideas, and I get really excited, especially if I watch YouTubers that are doing some crafts. I get so intense and look, oh, I want to do this, and ideas just start bubbling, and I have a trouble. One of the advice that you get when you do crafts, especially if you try to sell today's mug, one of the things that people say is like, do several of one thing. Don't just do one pair of earrings, do several pair of earrings, maybe different colors, maybe a bit different sizes, but several similar at least to sell. And my phone is blinking battery, but and I can't do that because I have so many ideas. I just want to move on to the next. So I have problem. I tried to knit socks before, and I always managed to do one sock. And then when I started on the second, I had already so many different ideas. The second sock never got done. So I made a whole lot of one socks, but the partner to that sock. So I should probably have a one-legged boyfriend. No, that's cruel. That's cruel. Maybe I should start doing sock animals or something, Or maybe I make one sock and make someone else make the other. I don't know. So anyway, while I wait for the water to get hot, I'm gonna get back to my schoolwork, and I'm gonna pack this stuff away too. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see what has happened, if I did any crafting or not. So I'm gonna finish my coffee, get back to schoolwork. So see you tomorrow. Have a happy day. Bye.